Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a classic story that you've probably heard before, but we're going to look at it in a whole new light. It's the tale of the thirsty crow, a simple story with a surprisingly deep message about creativity, perseverance, and thinking outside the box. So, let's set the scene. Imagine a scorching hot day. The sun is beating down, the air is still, and there's not a cloud in the sky. Our hero, a clever black crow, has been flying for hours. His throat is parched, and he's desperately searching for water. He's getting weaker with every flap of his wings, and things are starting to look pretty grim. A pitcher, sitting by the side of an old, abandoned well. With his last ounce of strength, he flies down and lands on the rim of the pitcher. He peers inside, and his heart leaps with joy. There's water. But his joy is short. He stretches his neck and dips his beak as far as he can, but the water level is too low. He can't say it. He can almost smell it, but he can't reach it. It's a frustrating, almost cruel twist of fate. Now, a less determined bird might have just given up right there. They might have flown off, defeated, or simply sat there waiting for the inevitable. But not our crow. He's a thinker. He hops around the pitcher, looking at it from every angle. He tries to tip it over, but it's too heavy and firmly planted in the ground. He flaps his wings against it, trying to knock it, but it doesn't budge. For a moment, it seems like all his efforts are for nothing. But then, he notices something. Scattered all around the base of the pitcher are small pebbles. An idea starts to form in his clever mind. It's a bit of a crazy idea, a long shot, but it's the only one he has. He picks up a single pebble in his beak, flies up to the rim of the pitcher, and drops it in. Plink. The water level rises. It's a tiny, tiny bit. It's almost nothing, but it's something. It's progress. So, he does it again. He grabs another pebble and drops it in. Plink. The water rises a little more, and again, and again. One by one, pebble by pebble, he begins his slow and methodical work. It's tedious, it's repetitive, and it takes a huge amount of effort. Passers-by, if there were any, might have looked at him and thought he was crazy. What is that bird doing? Dropping rocks into a jar? But the crow doesn't care what anyone else thinks. He's focused on his goal. With each pebble, the water creeps higher and higher. Plink plonk. Plink. He can see his plan working. The surface of the water is getting closer and closer to his beak. He's tired, but he's driven by the promise of that cool, refreshing water. Finally, after dropping in what seems like 100 pebbles, the water level is high enough. He dips his beak in and takes a long, deep drink. It's the most satisfying drink of water he has ever had in his entire life. He not only quenched his thirst, but he did it through his own ingenuity and hard work. He didn't just find a solution, he created one. So, what's the real takeaway from this story? Where there's a will, there's a way is the classic lesson, and it's true. The crow's determination was incredible, but I think there's more to it. It's about problem solving. When his first attempts failed trying to tip the pitcher, he didn't just try harder at the same failed strategy. He stopped, observed his environment, and came up with a completely different approach. He used the resources available to him, the pebbles in, a creative way to solve his problem. This story teaches us that sometimes the biggest challenges can't be overcome with brute force. They require cleverness, patience, and a willingness to try something unconventional. It's about breaking down a huge, impossible-seeming problem into small, manageable steps. Each pebble was a small victory that, when added together, led to ultimate success. In our own lives, we all face pitchers with water just out of reach. It could be a difficult project at work, a personal goal that seems impossible, or just a tough situation you don't know how to navigate. It's easy to get frustrated and want to give up, but the next time you feel that way, think of the thirsty crow. Look around you. What are your pebbles? What small, simple actions can you take, one by one, to raise the water level in your own life? It's a powerful reminder that progress isn't always a giant leap. Sometimes, it's a series of small, deliberate steps. Patience and persistence, combined with a little bit of creative thinking, can help us solve even the most difficult problems. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope this gave you a new perspective on an old story. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Let me know in the comments what your pebbles are for a challenge you're refacing right now. See you in the next video.